Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Mental Health Minute for February. When thinking about what I wanted to talk about this month, I thought about the association with February in terms of connection because it's associated with love and kindness and also heart health. So, how does connection interplay with those themes? Well, I just want you to think about how socially connected you currently feel or have been in the past 6 months to a year. And I want you to think who how have you experienced positivity of the impact of connection? What about health benefits? Do you experience health benefits when you are socially connected? Or have you ever considered that, how that may be healthy, not only for your heart, but for your mind and the rest of your body? And then how your physical and mental health might be influenced by your community interactions. Then imagine a world without any community connections. How would that feel? So, thinking about those questions, let me just show you the effects, what we see in the evidence in terms of research when we are socially connected. We have lower levels of anxiety and depression. Remember, I was talking about February being a heart healthy month. Our blood pressure and heart rate improve, even with short positive social interactions. We have higher self-esteem, greater empathy for others, and we're more trusting and cooperative. Also, in terms of our brain, being socially connected is one of the best things we can do when we think about protecting an aging brain, keeping our brains young and alert. Also, those who have strength and family and friends, they live longer. We know that some of our communities that have the highest number of centenarians, they have some of the best communities in the world. And then lastly, your immune system is strengthened. So thinking your heart, your mood, living longer, protective of your brain. I would say that those are all really good arguments to pay attention to how much time we're spending with friends, family, loved ones. Let's look at what happens when we're not socially connected. Again, thinking heart healthy. We have a 29% higher risk of heart disease when we are lonely and disconnected. 50% increased risk of dementia, 32% increased risk of stroke, and a 60% increased risk of premature death. In fact, what we see, and you can look at the data if you look at our outgoing, just our latest outgoing Surgeon General's report on the impact of being socially disconnected, that this is similar to smoking up to 15 cigarettes a day. We see the negative side effects of being lonely. We can see what it's in comparison to. So everything from air pollution to drinking in excess. So this month, I want you to think about three components of your social connection. First, think about the structure. So, what is the number and variety of relationships and the frequency of interactions? So, this could be everything from your household size to friend circles. What is your marital or partnership status? And how often are you engaging in meaningful time together? So, this would be off screens like TVs and phones, maybe going out and doing an activity that you like, getting tea or coffee with a friend or your spouse, going for a walk. In the function, we have many, many different relationships for different purposes. Everything from mentorship, somebody who's that support person if you're in a crisis, and then just overall emotional support. So, thinking about your relationships, who do you have in those corners? And if you feel like take an inventory, am I lacking in one of these? Is this something that I need to pay attention to and strengthen? And then lastly, the quality. So not all relationships are easy. Some can definitely be strained or more difficult. We definitely have to put effort into relationships. Thinking about like watering your garden. So think about your relationship satisfaction or strain. What's relationships are straining you? And then do you feel included or excluded from some of those? So my invitation for you this month for February is what is just one thing you can do? Not feeling overwhelmed by having to make 10 different friends or commitments. Just one thing that would be easy for you to commit to increase your social community or interaction, time, quality, whatever that looks like. And doing a bit of an inventory on where you are right now in terms of being connected versus lonely. Happy February, everybody, and I hope it is a lovely month.